Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and this is the channel where I went to business school so you didn't need to, and today we are talking about SoFi's SOFI stock, Palantir's PLTR stock, and Tesla's TSLA stock. In the first article we will be analyzing, it's titled, Why the Fed's June 14th decision could be a turning point for SoFi stock. So we'll be going over their latest news catalysts, their updates, what's happening on June 14th, as well as what you can anticipate for their future share price. After that, we'll be talking about an article titled Biden Vetoes Bill to Claw Back Student Loan Relief. So we'll be discussing a little bit about how a bill was recently vetoed by President Joe Biden and the Biden administration, which is actually going to help SoFi Technologies in some regards. And I'll also describe how this is independent from the debt ceiling deal, which is very beneficial for SoFi Technologies, and it also describes when the student loan moratorium will officially end, which should increase the overall demand for SoFi's refinancing business. After that, we'll move on and talk about how SoFi has recently received a price target upgrade from Oppenheimer from a $7 price target up to an $8 price target. So overall, I would say this is a very positive news update for SoFi Technologies. After that, we'll talk about Palantir Technologies and Palantir's stock regarding how high it could actually go, because right now it's around $15.33. On top of that, Palantir's PLTR stock is also surging based off of how the company picked the United Kingdom as its new European headquarters, so they can further dive into artificial intelligence to improve their overall product platforms. After that, we'll talk about Tesla's TSLA shares regarding how Tesla's share price could go higher, and although some investors and some professionals believe that this company is overvalued, which I semi-agree with, the company still has a lot of further upside opportunity. So we're going to dive into Cathie Wood of ARK Invest's analysis on this company, what ARK Investment Management thinks of Tesla stock, what other professionals and experts think about this company, and then I will add my own opinion regarding Tesla's artificial intelligence. So with that being said, don't forget to go and annihilate that like button right now, comment your thoughts down below, subscribe if you are new, especially if you want more videos on SoFi Technologies, Palantir Technologies, and Tesla. Go ahead and become a member of this channel for as little as 99 cents so you won't even feel it, because it helps me out a ton, and that's what keeps me here on YouTube. But without further ado, I say let's jump right into today's stories. SoFi Technologies, if you didn't know, is a fintech company or a financial technology company that operates as a digital bank. Essentially, they don't have any real brick and mortar stores, but they give you a power of a bank just from your phone, because they have a very expansive all-inclusive app, which is really digitalizing and updating an outdated system like the banking system. Currently, they trade for $8 per share, which is my price target for this company, so I anticipate they will be quite volatile around the share price from now until the end of the year, but more bullish experts believe this company could surge up to or higher than $10, and negative bearish experts believe this company is only worth around $2.50, which is absolutely outrageous. Now, I do have potentially good news and bad news concerning SoFi Technologies for this article. Investors are very excited about the future of this company, especially considering that the United States government passed a debt ceiling deal. And the reason why this positively impacts SoFi Technologies is because we have an official end date for the end of the student loan moratorium, and once the student loan moratorium ends, people who have student loans will flood into SoFi Technologies and other third parties to refinance their student loans now that they have to actually make payments on them, and their debt is also accruing interest, which is not good for them, and that's why they would want to refinance their overall loans at a cheaper interest rate, and that's why they would head to SoFi Technologies, considering SoFi's fantastic marketing. On top of that, there's also some near-term risk regarding SoFi Technologies. So although I do think investors should be cautious around SoFi Technologies right now, because you do have three main catalysts coming up, one on June 14th, when there could potentially be a pause to the interest rate hikes from the Federal Reserve. However, there is also the opposite side of that, to where if the interest rates are not paused and they continue, that is going to also negatively affect the overall stock market. On the other hand, you do have the ending of the student loan moratorium, which is a positive catalyst, and then the company becoming profitable by the end of the year, which is very exciting. However, after these catalysts, we could anticipate a pre-anticipatory run-up in their overall share price above $8 to $10, but once these catalysts are actualized, we are anticipated to have a pullback in their overall share price before they regain and start to uptrend again. So please be careful. If anything, you want to do your investing and trading before the catalysts are actualized, actualized or right before it, and then once they are actualized, we could experience a pullback before the stock starts to uptrend again, and this is just classic investor psychology. So we should remain cautiously optimistic about SoFi Technologies, and for me personally, I'm always trying to practice proper risk management, so while the overall share price is increasing, I am taking profits periodically off the table, and then I'm going to use these profits either to reinvest back into this company once that downtrend and pullback happens, or I'm going to use it to diversify into other investments on the stock market because there are so many phenomenal companies right now to buy. Lastly, I don't advocate more than a 5% portfolio allocation to SoFi Technologies or any singular risky growth company because anything above that would be improper risk management. I myself only have around a 4% allocation to this company, and I don't plan to add anytime soon considering that the share price is already at my price target. So you definitely should be aware of that, and I would love to hear your thoughts down below on SoFi Technologies. So President Biden on Wednesday vetoed a bill, which is essentially a document that could have became a law, but since President Biden vetoed it, it will no longer come into effect. And this bill would have repealed months of student loan payments and forbearance, and it would also ban the $20,000 debt forgiveness deal that President Joe Biden is trying to implement for various borrowers who meet certain criteria. However, I do want to say that the overall student forgiveness plan is still in the Supreme Courts as of right now, so that decision is still up in the air. This bill was referred to as House Joint Resolution 45, and it did pass the House in May and the Senate last week, but since Biden vetoed it, it saved around 40 million student loan borrowers from facing back pay on payments and new interest charges on their overall debt. And overall, I actually do think that was a positive update, but it did scare people enough to where now people could flood back into SoFi Technologies to refinance their loans before something like this happens to them. So I would say this is actually pretty positive for SoFi Technologies. In the meantime, due to the debt ceiling agreement taking place, student loan borrowers should start to prepare to repay their overall student loan debts in September, depending on how all of this plays out. So again, another pretty positive news update for SoFi Technologies. And then lastly, we also got another price upgrade for SoFi Technologies. We touched a little bit about it on the last video, and now we have an analyst and institution following suit to where they have increased their overall SoFi share price target from $7 up to $8 to match my personal price target, which I've had for literally months. So it just goes to show you how accurate my personal price targets are. Next, let's move on and talk about Palantir Technologies and their PLTR stock and why it's still gaining a lot of momentum, even though I personally believe this company will pull back. Right now, the company trades at $15.33, while I personally believe its fair value is closer to around $9 per share. Very positive analysts believe this company should maintain a $15 price target throughout the rest of the year, while other analysts believe this company should fall back to around $5. Now, clearly, I am in between these two price targets for my fair value estimate of $9, but because the share price is so high, even above the most bullish price prediction, we can eventually anticipate a pullback, even though I don't know when that is going to happen. But we do know it will happen eventually. The reason how Palantir Technologies has been able to retain this overall price is that they have gone through many catalysts as of late, which I've covered in my last videos, and I won't go over them. You can just watch those to get caught up on it. But the most recent catalyst is that they have chosen the United Kingdom as its new European headquarters for artificial intelligence development. The British government even said that Palantir's move showed strength regarding the United Kingdom's expertise in artificial intelligence, to where Palantir's CEO even says, and I quote, "London is a magnet for the best software engineering talent in the world, and it is the natural choice as the hub for our European efforts to develop the most effective and ethical artificial intelligence software solutions available." So this is really, really good news for Palantir Technologies. They are continuously riding that AI hype wave, and I anticipate that they could go higher in their overall share price, but eventually it will pull back, so please be careful. Palantir has already surged more than 90% over the past month and 130% year to date, so this company is absolutely on fire, which is exactly what I predicted, but please be careful. Take profits, practice proper risk management, and then feel free to reinvest in the company on the inevitable pullback. Lastly, let's talk about Tesla's TSLA stock and Tesla's artificial intelligence developments. Right now, Tesla is trading at $232 per share, while very bullish analysts believe the company could surge up to $280, while more negative bearish analysts believe this company is worth $180. I myself have a $250 price target for this overall company, meaning that I would want to collect shares until they meet that price point. According to Cathie Wood of ARK Invest, as well as ARK Investment Management or ARK Invest as an institution, they believe Tesla is one of the largest artificial intelligence and machine learning plays to buy right now, and they believe the stock price could surge up to $2,000 in 2027, which is substantially higher than their current share price of around $230. A senior portfolio manager at Fernwood Investment Management even commented in an interview by saying, if you look at how other automotive companies are priced and compare that with Tesla's valuation premium, that delta shows you the AI opportunity is already priced in. And it is not as if General Motors or Ford are not doing electric cars either, so that makes the valuation difference even starker. So she's advocating for Tesla's share price to pull back because she believes their artificial intelligence technology and the AI hype is already priced in, considering that they are overvalued right now, and I do agree with her. However, I am basing this company off of their future growth potential, especially if they start to develop robo-taxis, even cheaper vehicles, and other artificial intelligence software platforms which could be implemented into their electric vehicles. Tesla is arguably one of the most ambitious artificial intelligence projects and companies in the entire world right now, trying to make fully autonomous vehicles. The company does have a hefty valuation. Again, it is technically overpriced due to the share price rallying more than 80% year to date, meaning that the Tesla shares are trading at 61 times their forward earnings. As a comparison, we all know that Nvidia Corporation has surged in their overall share price as of late, but they are only trading at 42 times their overall earnings, making Tesla very expensive in comparison. Now, I personally like both of the companies and I own both of the companies. However, Tesla is offering a lot of good products, and I am betting on the future of this company, not how they are currently valued. Clearly, I am going to buy on any weakness on this company, and Cathie Wood of ARK Invest, as well as ARK Investment Management or ARK Invest as an institution, also believe in this company as well, making it literally their #1 holding. ARK Invest's Cathie Wood even told Bloomberg TV in an interview last week that autonomous taxi platforms globally will deliver by 2030 $8 trillion to $10 trillion in revenue from almost zero right now. Her estimate of Tesla reaches $2,000 by 2027 due to this fact, and she believes her personal price target over the next 12 months is $400 for Tesla's TSLA shares. So Tesla stock does look packed for future growth potential, and I'm excited to be an investor. Overall, when we consider the artificial intelligence hype, Tesla's opportunity to segment the revenues and get revenues from autonomous driving vehicles and autonomous taxis, we can anticipate further excitement in Tesla's shares, and the shares could go even higher. So with that being said, I would love to hear your thoughts on SoFi Technologies, Palantir Technologies, as well as Tesla stock. Don't forget to annihilate that like button if you made it all the way to the end of the video. I'd love to hear your comments down below. Subscribe for more videos like this one. Don't forget to become a member of this channel to support me personally, because that's what keeps me here on YouTube, and I'll see you in the next YT video.